last two slides. So there are other ways of decreasing conflict. Another being is communication. So communication can take a few forms. One may be bargaining, where you're in direct negotiations. Another may include mediation. And in mediation, you have a neutral third party that steps in and tries to facilitate communication between the two sides. A third way might be in communication might be arbitration. And in arbitration, a neutral third party settles the disagreement. So that's like a judge imposes something. So both sides agree that a judge is going to issue a verdict. And so another way of decreasing conflict would be turning a win-lose, where one side takes more, into a win-win, where both people tend to benefit from the relationship. Another way could be an integrative agreement. And so win-win agreements tend to reconcile both parties' interests to their mutual benefit. Again, that win-win situation. What's a way that we can both gain from this? And then also grit. This will be our last particular technique to look at in trying to solve conflict and increase peacemaking. That stands for, GRIT is an acronym. It stands for Graduated and Reciprocated Initiatives in Tension Reduction. So let's break that down. What does graduated and reciprocated mean? It's a strategy designed to reciprocally de-escalate international tensions. I think the world could probably use a little bit of that by now, right now. In GRIT, an initiator states a desire to reduce tension. And not just stating this desire, it declares a conciliatory act before making it. In other words, giving something up. So if I were this side over here that's getting paid a little bit more, I'd say, you know what? I'm willing to give this up so we can start talking. I don't like the conflict that we're having. I know that I'm upsetting you, and this is something that's upsetting you. So I'm willing to take that piece out. So I removed a little piece. You can't see it because it fell in one of these little holes. I can't get it. I'm going to need some tweezers or something. But it invites the adversary to reciprocate. So typically what you would do then is probably give a little bit more to where the other side can see that, yeah, okay, I can see that they've given a little bit more. And so, yeah, I'm going to give some more now. And so it begins a reverse of the cycle of entrenchment. It creates a framework for future action, and it decreases the perception of trickery or weakness. Obviously, you have to be a pretty strong person if you're going to give something up. And I think that's where we're lost right now. People assume any side, any type of giving, it shows weakness. But if you're a giving person, it's a sign of strength. It's a sign that I have plenty. I can give. It brings public attention and pressure to follow the reciprocity norm. So if you remember that earlier in the semester, it's kind of like honor and shame. If the person doesn't reciprocate now that you've given something up, it shames them, makes them look like the bad party. If reciprocated, each side may continue to increase trust and increase levels of conciliatory actions. That is grit. And that concludes our discussion of conflict and peacemaking. That being said, have a good Thanksgiving dinner and don't cause any conflicts at the meal. Wait till afterwards. I'm just kidding. I hope to see you soon.